For today we're playing Resident Evil 4, the remake, and on the ROG Ally. And we're playing the game at 1080p at the high settings. And here we are with that. And in the game we're sitting at 40 to 50 FPS here. It's looking fantastic. It is looking very sharp, guys. Now, gonna be rusty on this game. Haven't played in a long while. But hopefully I'll do okay. Go on, trying to aim. There you go, insta-kill. Another insta-kill. Please die. Thank you. It's a really fun game. I thought it took me like 20 hours to beat it, but no. I finished it in 12 hours, I think, on my first playthrough. So about the same as Resident Evil 2 and 7, I think. If you are speedrunning, it's very fast. You can finish it in a couple hours, but yeah, first playthrough, took my time, and yeah, 12 hours it was. And 40 FPS, guys, feels fantastic on a controller. It's responsive enough, and the game does stutter here and there, but it's pretty good for the most part. So if you're playing on a TV or a bigger screen, this is definitely playable. But on the built-in screen, I would pick 900p or 720p. As you guys can see, the GPU is mostly maxed out, so lowering the resolution should give us some extra FPS. There's a guy here, for sure. Hello? Where's my shotgun at? Okay. Oh my, I knew that was gonna happen too, I just knew it. Like, there's traps here, should be careful, but no. I step on him anyway. I think right here, right? Yeah, there he is, the chainsaw dude. God. Yeah, at least you can kill him. Kick into the... Yes! There you go. I think behind me. Yep, behind me for sure. I see the trap. See? I've already finished the game, so I can use all my ammo here and not care, but in the actual playthrough, I'm mailing everyone. So yeah, again, one more time, it's the high 30s and up to the high 40s as well. The game does stutter here and there, but it's playable for the most part. Alright, let's back out, guys. Try 100p and see how we go there. Okay, 100p. Again, same settings. There's no RT. I will, FSR is active for now, but if it looks bad, I'll disable it. And yeah, there we go with the rest. Again, the same. Let's go into the game again. So in my last video on the ROG Ally, I said I bought a PS2 Fat, as my second PS2, and it was untested, and it came through, and it worked. Everything worked, the controllers worked, and all the games worked as well, except for Midnight Club 2, which kind of sucks, but everything else does work, so I can't cry about it too much. But the front tray with the logo is missing, so I had to buy a second PS2 Fat, because the parts just aren't sold online. So I bought a broken PS2 Fat. It's broken. I mean, it says it's broken, but it just can't play discs, which is fine by me. I can just hack it and use a hard drive with it. So yeah, I bought that as well for like 20 bucks. Super cheap. It's a great deal. And I also bought a Guitar Hero guitar as well. I've been wanting to play them for so long. I was playing on a controller for like, I think 4 or 5 months now. And it's honestly pretty unplayable on a controller. It's very difficult to play on expert difficulty on a controller. So I'm like, I'll just buy a guitar since it is a cheap deal. So that's fun. Woo! And yeah, back into the game, guys. We're sitting into the high 50s and the low 60s here. It's amazing. Yeah, that trap was so close. No! And yeah, so far it feels very responsive. Feels very good. Aiming feels amazing. Again, it did stutter in the same spot, but it's definitely playable as is. And for the graphics, it looks amazing, even on a bigger screen. I'm playing on a 27-inch screen here, and it looks fine. It looks great, to be honest. A bit softer in the distance, but overall, it does look good. I'm not sure about a TV, a bigger TV, but on this screen, it looks fine. And on the built-in screen, it is very sharp. As good as before, pretty much. Up here, we're sitting at 40 FPS. The GPU is down to 90%. So our bottleneck here isn't the GPU. At least not always. But yeah, again, 40 FPS feels fine. The aiming feels fine as well. It's not too bad. It's not 60 FPS, but again, it is definitely playable. Shotgun time. Let's go. Step back. Yes. Oh, he lived. Dude, get down, dude. Come on now. There you go. Get out of here, dude. See ya. He survived that, really? The fighting in this game is pretty good, to be honest. It's definitely satisfying. In Resident Evil 2, which I love, the combat is just annoying, to be honest. You shoot them 20 times in the head, and they get back up. Just stay down. Stay down, please. So again, one more time, in the GPU heavy scenes, we are sitting at around 60 FPS. It can fall below it at 50, but for the most part, it is nearing 60. And in the CPU heavy scenes, or I guess the parts where the GPU isn't the bottleneck, it falls down into the mid-40s, which again feels fine. Okay, let's pause the game here, try 15 watts, and see how we go there. So if you must get 60 FPS at all times, then you can go ahead and lower the settings. I am playing on high settings here, so playing on medium or a mix of medium and low should give you more headroom to get 60 FPS more consistently. So the option is there as well. But for me, 40 to 60 FPS is definitely playable on a controller, so the high settings is definitely the move. The game looks better, and the performance feels fine. And we're down to 15 watts, let's see how we go. So far pretty good, to be honest, 40 FPS, but I would imagine it's going to fall down into the 30s in those heavier scenes. Alright, bring out the shotgun, I guess. I mean the pistol, actually. How do you melee them from behind? Is that a thing? I can't remember too much, to be honest. Oh yeah, you can. There you go. See you, buddy. Go to sleep. Bang. See? Love the fighting in this game. Super satisfying. Oh my gosh, you scared me, dude. Holy, man. Sit down. Nice. Okay, she's good. So back to the PS2 stuff. I'm gonna sell the games probably. I've got like 12 PS2 games. I'll keep like GT4 and GT3, but the rest I'm probably gonna sell. Just because I would love to have a collection for the PS2, but the games are just too expensive. Even like the most common game is like $30 now. And if the games were like clean and really in nice condition, then it makes sense to pay $30 for them. But like CX, the games aren't even like tested properly. Sit down, dude, please. Alright, right here, guys, low 30s. Again, it's expected. Kicked, please. Yes, is he dead? Just get down, dude. Come on now. Thank you. Yeah, high 20s and the low 30s here. It's not really surprising. It feels fine, guys. I mean, it's definitely playable for me. It isn't as responsive as 60, of course, but on a controller, 30 FPS, a stable 30, is definitely playable. I think for 15 watts though, I would play at 720p just to be safe. But if you like the sharpness or the sharper look, then this is definitely fine as well. So I guess ideally for this resolution, I would lower the settings to a mix of medium and high instead of just high. Just for the extra headroom on the FPS side of things, because again, 30 FPS or the high 20s here is kind of crazy. Okay, let's back out, guys. Try 720p, 30 watts, and go again. Alright guys, lastly 720p. I've gone ahead and lowered the settings to low and medium now instead of just high. Here we go with that, just real quick. There we go. Let's see how we go now. Alright guys, and even now, the GPU is sitting at 80% in usage. Oh, the high 80s, low 80s up to the high 80s in terms of usage. So we can go ahead and increase the settings a bit more and get a better looking game out of it. Or I guess we could go ahead and play at a high resolution as well. That's also an option. Alright, yeah, out here, 60 FPS, doing great. I'm gonna check this guy real quick. GPU's at 90 degrees, just going crazy. It's gonna melt away in real time. Thank you. The aiming is just so responsive, guys. 60 FPS aiming, super responsive. I love it. can't feel the aim assist, but I'm guessing it's disabled in the settings. Because on console, you do get aim assist. I know that. Let's run past all these guys, and yeah, right here, still 60 FPS. I think before we were sitting into the 40s here, low 40s. Right here, we're sitting at like the low to mid 50s. So the aiming feels amazing. Oh my god, I pressed it. Okay, good. So yeah, the aiming feels fine. It feels like 60 FPS. And if the FPS counter was off, I couldn't tell, to be honest. It feels that good. I'm out of bullets. Oh my god. There's a guy behind me as well. Quickly. Oh my god. Yep, there we go. Hey, come on in. Later. So yeah, for this one, it is the low 50s up into the high 60s, even the 70s at times. And for the most part, there is some headroom on the GPU as well. 720p, 15 watts. Hey, 60 FPS is still going on here. That's pretty crazy. Low 50s here. I can feel some stutters here, but they are quite minor. Great, dude. Great. Yeah, low 50s so far. Honestly surprising. Lucky crit. Right here, though, it is the low to mid 40s. So you keep that in mind. It's like low 40s, low 50s pretty much on average. I would cap the FPS, to be honest, to like 40 ideally, but you can also get 60 as well in those easier scenes. Give it up, dude. I pushed him into the wall, which sucks. What is he doing? What was happening there? And for the fun of it, guys, 10 watts. And yeah, we're sitting at like 17 FPS. I mean, the audio was even delayed. So yeah, 10 watts ain't gonna happen, but playing at 15, it's definitely playable. And you can get 30 to 40 FPS with ease at a mix of low and medium settings. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That is RE4 Remake on the ROG Ally. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Next video. See you guys there.